This is why 42 languages have the same word for pineapples, ananas, big things.
Roughly 42 languages have ananas as their word for pineapple, but they're
Ananas.
so far apart. Why? How? To answer, we have to go to Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. It's a while ago, sometime before 1493, because something happened in 1493, and this happened before it. Anyway, we're in Brazil before 1493. The old Tupi are here too. The old Tupi are old. But they're also hungry, meaning they want food. They go looking for food, and they decide to eat the big spiky thing they found in the jungle, because they're idiots. But they aren't idiots, because the big spiky thing is food.
Oh, is this trying to replicate, I don't remember the channel name, but the one that did like a History of Japan video? Like the entire history of Japan in 10 minutes or something it was called. It's like the same vibe.
And it tastes great. Specifically, the food tastes excellent or fragrant. And specifically, it's a fruit. They have a word for that.
Nanas.
The old Tupi like the fruit. They take it, they grow it, they eat it. Nanas. The old Tupi like it so much they share it with their not old, not Tupi friends. Nanas.
Nanas.
Like the fruit. They take it, they grow it. No, they don't. They sail to Guadeloupe. Why? Why not?
Guadeloupe.
Then they grow it, and they eat it. Who's they? The Kalinago. They aren't old. They're like Guadeloupe, though. And nanas.
Okay.
They grow and eat nanas until 1492. It's 1492. Something is about to happen. Now it's 1493. What happens?
Something happens.
Something happened. For the sake of the video, the Kalinago go to the coastline. The Spanish are here, led by an Italian guy, Christopher Columbus. They came from Spain and sailed west, thinking they'd reach East Indies east of the Indies. Idiots. They're in Guadeloupe. Chris doesn't know that though, so he calls the Kalinago Indians. Idiot.
Okay.
Idiot? Anyway, he's Italian, meaning he speaks Spanish. Wait, what? Never mind. But the
What?
Kalinago
What?
don't. Nanas? The Spaniards like the fruit. They take it. They introduce smallpox.
Yeah, they kill
Idiots.
everybody.
Columbus
Of
also
course.
forgets the fruit's name, calling it Piña de Indies, or Pine of the Indies. Double idiot. Anyway, he's gone now. We have to go back to Brazil. Why? The Portuguese are here, led by a Portuguese guy. They came from Portugal and sailed west, thinking they'd reach India, but Brazil was in the way. Idiots.
really got
Anyway,
lost.
remember the old Tupi? They're the new Tupi now. Otherwise, the Tupi. They speak Tupi. The Portuguese speak Portuguese, not Tupi. How would they communicate? Nanas. Nanas. Who the hell are you? That guy speaks Tupi Guarani. It's like Tupi, but a bit Guarani. Hence, he also has another word for pineapple. The Portuguese have quite the dilemma. Which word will they choose? They get confused and pick both. Anyway, they're gone now. Colombian exchange. Time for European introduction of the... Wait. We have 3 different words for the same fruit.
Yeah.
That won't work. Right, so that one's strange and has an X in it, so that can go. And the Spanish one is far too long.
Wait, what if we shorten it to piña?
Well, it still means 2 things, and it has that weird
Con
Spanish
pineapple.
N which doesn't really exist outside of Spanish. So let's choose nanas and pimp it out of it. It has 3 A's now and an accent. Why? Why not? The big exotic spicy thing is shown to Europe. Ananas.
Ananas.
Europe likes the fruit. They take it. They grow it. No, they don't. It's not jungly enough. So some
Yeah.
people go back to the jungle and enslave the jungle people. They also take it to Africa, which is jungle enough. What are you growing? Ask the African jungle people. Ananas. Ananas. Now Africa says ananas.
Nanasi.
Close enough. French who will say
Wait.
ananas or take ananas to Africa where it's jungly enough, spreading the word. Spain doesn't say ananas. They still like piña, even though it means
It's really like, yeah, it's kind of crazy that so many countries would use the same word because, again, like, if you think about it, in most country, there's this thing about, wanting to have your own word for everything, for culture and all that, right? Like in France, there's this about, everything, right? And it's kind of cringe sometimes, it's way too over the top. Well, sometimes it's not even the case. Like sometimes for some reason, like a t-shirt is a t-shirt. It's the English word for it. Well, some of the time we have like the weirdest, doesn't sound very good word just because someone wanted it to be in French. And I'm assuming most countries do that as well. They try to have their own version of it. So it is really like crazy that most countries with a fruit decided let's just use the original word, which isn't even the original word. It's nanas, not ananas, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that this even worked out that way for the most part.
pine cone and yen is weird. Idiots. They trade pine cones to their American colonies, but also to the Philippines.
Why are you selling us pine cones?
Ask the Filipinos. They are pine cones.
Why are they called pine cones?
Because they look like pine cones.
Then what makes them?
Piña.
Piña.
We have to go back to Africa, where it's jungly enough. Why? The Portuguese. What about them? They're coming. They stopped in India to make a trade post, but also because it's jungly enough. What are we trying to ask the Indian jungly people? And you get the idea.
Ananas.
They take it, they grow it, they eat. No, you don't. Sharing is caring. I wonder what the Saudis will call it. Wait, what? Oh, it
What?
still means ananas. Anyway, the Portuguese are coming. They spread ananas
But is it
in
pronounced
Indonesia
ananas?
because it's jungly enough. Now, the Dutch East Company is coming. They also say ananas, but they want the spices in East India, hence the name. Ananas? The Dutch scare the Portuguese off and spread ananas even further. They even go to Japan. They think about colonizing Japan, but they're kind of scary and not jungly enough. They give them ananas though.
Not much jungle, yeah.
Someone was just born in Sweden. Actually, a bunch of people were just born, but this someone is important. What's your name again? He was just born. Let's wait 40 years or so.
Okay.
What's your name again?
I'm Carl Linnaeus. Why does ananas have so many names? So confusing. I give it one name, corresponding to related species. I do the same for 12,000 other species, yeah?
Awesome. Now all the science people say ananas
Okay.
too, and live happily ever after. Are we done? No. The jungly Spanish-American colonies think piña is stupid and the Spanish are idiots. So they keep the tupi name ananas. Some even drop the S. Are we
I
done?
don't
No.
know.
The Japanese kept the tupi name too,
Ananasu.
but only for the plant. The fruit is called...
Pineapple.
What? Why? It
Pineapple.
came from the English, who named the fruit pineapple. What? Why? They didn't like ananas. Instead, they named it pineapple after pine cone because it looked like a pineapple, which was the old word for pine cone. Anyway, they named the pineapple and changed the pine cone's name from pineapple to pine cone, since the pineapple was the pineapple, so the pine cone couldn't be a pineapple. They also spread the word pineapple meaning pine cone to their own colonies, but some places stuck with calling the pineapple ananas, since the early bird gets to name the pineapple.
Okay.
Pine cone. I think we're done.
Ananas
Are we
in
done?
Malaysia.
Yes. But remember, never touch other people's pineapples without their consent.
Good one. Well, there was something. There was something. I don't know if this is then if ananas is the like the word that is common in the most language, or is there like any other word that would be? I don't know. Very cool though. Interesting story. Interesting story.